All right, a good evening to you. Welcome to The Defining Moment. My name is Anthony Ndema. Always a pleasure having you as we get to hear very powerful testimonies, powerful stories of people who've gone through challenges, but through the challenges, they've been able to overcome. Some are still overcoming, and so that we can encourage you that, you know what, you're not going through this alone. God is there with you in the storm, and he's able to take you out as a victor. So karibu sana, you can share your story with us. Remember our social media handles at Elevate TV Kenya. Our number is right there on the screen. So engage with us. Tell us, I have this testimony I want to share, and we'll pull you in so that you can be a blessing to someone else and inspire them. So today we speak to Gladys Mwai. All right, think about this. You are in school, you get to college or campus, then things are a bit tough. Then when you meet this man of your dreams, you think, now, voila, things are about to change. But you get in there, and then you discover that the challenges actually are even in marriage. So she shares her story, and I believe this will be a great blessing to you. Gladys, karibu sana. It's good to have you.
Thank you.
Uko salama?
Niko salama sana Ndema.
Uko blessed?
I am so blessed, peaceful.
Lovely.
And I love the Lord.
Amen.
Yes, yes.
So let's delve straight into this.
Yes.
Tell us a bit about your upbringing until this point when you get married.
Yes, yes.
Yes.
So, Ndema, thank you for having me. I would say I had a pretty tough upbringing.
All right.
From a particular point in my life. You know, we were this happy family. My dad had a very good business, and then all of a sudden the business goes down and there is no money. You're struggling to live. You're struggling to eat, and everything becomes tough. And you know, funny enough, at those moments, people tend to run away. People tend to run away when pesa ikipotea.
That's true.
So we are all alone, living in the city. I was born in the city. I was born in Isili. We are not able to pay rent, so we ran away. We ran away to Gashie. We cannot pay a Mabati house. We ran away to Thika.
Wow.
We are actually running away. And funny enough, from that point in my life, we started experiencing a lot of struggle, especially kwa kulipa nyumba. You know, I can count for you over 15 times our house was locked. Wow. 15, more than that, you know. One time that I've never forgotten, you know, we were cooking, tulikuwa tunapika kamchele. Unajua mchele njeri?
Najua pilau njeri, sasa leo umeintroduce mchele njeri.
Ndio hiyo.
Ndio hiyo.
Ndio hiyo pilau njeri.
Unaweka vitu ikae ni kama iko na nyama nini.
I know, haina nyama, ilikuwa tu na viazi na carrot.
Wow.
And the rice is just about to dry up kwa stove. Tunasikia knock on the door, the agent comes. You guys, amjalipa nyumba mkona.
Na mnakula mchele.
Ndio inakauka.
Yani
haijaiva bado, imebakisha tu. And we tell him, please give us a few minutes at least. My mom tells him, wacha tu nipakulie watoto, alafu basi ufunge nyumba. Do you know he said no? We had to go with our food kwa sufuria kwa jirani so that the agent can lock. And that became like the order of the day. Things were so tough. Going to school was just a miracle, you know. And my dad is a very strong-willed man. He's a believer. You know, hakuwa ana accept that watoto wangu nimekuwa nikiwasomesha shule nzuri, at this point
warudi huko chini.
Apana. So he would still look for a private school that looks like is affordable. But even when you go there, he still cannot afford it.
Right.
And it was tough. It was such a tough upbringing. I still remember, you know, some things are hard to say, but sometimes it's good to say them.
That's right.
Because I know there are people who have gone through these things and they feel like God hates them and they feel like there is no hope for tomorrow. I mean, inafika mahali even just having pads is a problem.
Wow.
Today when I see people raising pads for girls, I know what that means. It is a real struggle in some people's lives.
Right.
You know, I still remember one time in school, I was chased away because I had not paid school fees. I remember I didn't even have a bag. You know, ile bag ya kubeba. Naenda kwa jirani, naambia jirani, "Unisaidie na ile bag yako, tuko na closing day, nitakurudishia." Lakini akinipatia hiyo bag nasema hata wewe tafadhali nibariki tu na hii bag. You know, such kind of struggle. So this time I went home and I stayed home for a very long time. for almost 2 weeks. But I was a very bright student. So my teachers could tell, you know, we are not many, so they can tell Gladys is not here. Where is she? I mean, and I'm at home. My dad says, I think I've given up. I'm not sure I can afford to pay for you school in that school anymore, but let us trust God and see how things go. So you're just seated at home. That time we had moved from, I don't know whether you know Thika.
Yes.
There's an estate called Makongeni.
Yes, I know
But
Makongeni.
further beyond Makongeni, there's another one inaitwa Keganjo.
Yes.
It has really grown now, but then it was just
Coming
ilikuwa
up.
inaanza. So hata stima iko imefika huko. So we had moved there because the houses were very cheap, 1,500,
Right.
2 rooms.
Wow.
I mean, that's a very good deal
Oh, yeah.
those days.
So my dad's 1,500, 2 rooms.
Yes.
That's a good deal.
And let me tell you, Ndiema, maybe I would mention this.
Yeah.
By the time we went to Keganjo, this was like our 4th moving.
Right.
And every time we would move, we would lose some items.
Wow.
Because the landlord would come lock the door. So you leave your items, you don't have money to pay him so that he can open it.
Right.
So this particular time we had lost beds. Tulikuwa tumesaidiwa na mattresses, like 2 mattresses, and some blankets. Unajua brethren wanakuja tu wanaona vile mko.
Yeah.
Alafu jirani akatusaidia na 1 sofa. So on one corner was our kitchen. That is where kuna kagunia kamepangwa vikombe hapo na tusahani. And this particular day, remember nimefukuzwa shule, this is our house. I used to rebuke my brothers wakishout because there was an echo in the house. You know, there are hakuna furniture, so kuna echo. And I would tell them, don't shout. And then just at the moment, tukasikia a knock on the door. Kuchungulia kwa dirisha, 2 ladies who were cooks in our school. And I said, no, tusiwafungulie. Why are they coming here?
Yeah.
I haven't been to school years, but why are they coming? And then my dad was courageous enough. He said, no, we can't fail to allow them to come in. So they came in.
And it was because of the shame.
Yes, the shame. You know, you're in a house that ukikuja tunakwambia karibu sakafu. Hakuna kiti.
You didn't know how to
I don't
accommodate
know.
them.
Yeah, and remember, I'm in a private school.
Yes.
So there is, you know,
A
kuna
sense
vile
of uko kwa siku
wanafaa
baya. Yes.
But let me tell you, when these ladies came in, they just came in to tell me the school management has decided to pay up for your school fees. No one will ever tell you to go back home. Just study, finish your schoolwork, and I thanked God at that point. You know, at least nikajua nitaendelea na masomo.
That's true.
And I did well.
In
my class 8, I was admitted to a very good school, a provincial school those days, Mugoiri Girls in Murang'a. And yeah, but the struggle continued.
Yes.
It was a struggle all this time.
So this entire time your dad has not been able to get a job. As a child, I really want to before we proceed, I really want to understand, and I know situations where people were living a different life, things changed, they went down. What goes through the mind of a child at that particular point, and how are we supposed to help this child?
It is such a tough season, especially for children. You know, children don't understand why yesterday we had food and today we don't have food.
Right.
You know, and many times there's a lot of psychological damage
that happens
to a child's mind. My dad was a businessman all this time.
Yeah.
You know, so he was just trying. I would say my parents were really trying.
Yeah.
My parents were really trying hard to just see that we get a better life. So at that particular point, as a child, you don't know what to do. You go with the wind. Mzazi akisema tunahamia Thika.
Yeah.
Do you
have an option?
You don't have an option. What do you do?
Yeah.
You just go. I mean, so at that particular point, I think as parents, it's always good to sit your child down, especially if they're at that age where they can understand.
Right.
Let them know things were going well, but this and this and this is now not working.
Right.
And because of that, that is why we don't have sofas like the rest of the people. That is why we don't have, you know, we don't look like we have all that we need.
Yes.
But it doesn't mean that we are not going anywhere.
So walk the journey with them.
Walk the journey with
Let them know.
Yes.
Encourage them.
Encourage
Give
them.
them hope.
a lot of hope. But I would say my father gave us a lot of hope.
Yeah, and I'm sure it helped.
Yes.
In a way.
Our parents gave us a lot of hope.
Right.
Yes.
We need to move. So here we are, high school.
High school.
After high school.
Sasa, nikiwa high school, maybe I would mention.
Yes.
One of the camps. Unaona hizi camps watu huenda wakiwa high school.
Yes.
I go and I was still singing then. So I meet this guy from a neighboring school.
Okay.
But ahead of me in terms of classes. I'm in Form 2, he's in Form 4.
All right.
So we meet. We needed a male voice in our group. We call him. And then he's this funny guy, fun guy to be around.
Yes.
And after this, he started jotting me some nice letters.
Tubarua, akiweka.
Lakini zimejaa scripture. Lakini hapo
Alikuwa
chini anasema,
you're
second to none.
Wewe unashangaa umse.
Unajaribu kusema aje. So we become friends.
All right.
And akimaliza shule, he gives me his contacts.
Okay.
I also give him mine, but nilimpea ya my dad na nikamwambia but usiwahi piga.
Huu ni Buddha.
Hiyo ni namba ya Buddha, usiwahi piga. And funny enough, after he left high school, we didn't see each other. I looked for him, he looked for me, but 7 years later,
yes,
in the streets of Nairobi, up to Odeon.
You bump into each other.
Voila.
Wow.
My
7
friend,
years?
yes.
In high school?
In high school. I mean, 7 years later now.
What was he doing? What were you doing?
At this point, I was in college.
All right.
Or rather, I was just finishing college.
Okay.
And he was in the university. He had just graduated and had gotten a job. So we are at a very prime.
Yes, dating.
Yeah, yes.
Period.
And he was like, I was looking for you all this time.
Okay.
And I had already told God you would be my wife.
Allah.
So, nini tunangoja. 1 year down the line. Arusi.
You're married?
Yes.
Oh, great.
We got married. So I got married to my high school friend.
Wow.
And I thank God for that.
Good one, eh? All right. We come back in a short while with Gladys.
Yes.
So here you are, you're very hopeful. Things at home are still not very good.
Yeah.
But now you think, wow, I've gotten a guy. He has a job.
Good job.
A good job.
Yes.
You're just out of college. You think, wow, it's next level.
God has answered my prayers.
Shock on you. Next level. So we come back with Gladys. Let's understand, what is this next level?
Yeah.
And what was their defining moment in this entire setup? Right here on The Defining Moment. Don't go too far.